shuffle people to the front because our team has been very small in the past, so this is very exciting for us. Hey, girl, can you shift? How do I shift this way? All right, here we go, guys. On, you can come back on the stage. All right, we're all settled? Okay. Again, I'm Olivia too. This is Jill Campbell. We coach all of the Dominion Academy cross-country runners. For some of us, we have been working together for 5 straight months since the beginning of June, seeing each other several times a week. So when I say we're going to miss all of you guys incredibly, we are telling the truth. We are going through a little bit of withdrawals, just having a couple of weeks off and seeing all of these faces several times a week. Happy to report that this year our season's weather was a lot more temperate than past seasons. Usually we go from extreme heat down to like wearing our winter clothes, and we didn't have to break out our hand warmers this year, so that's a win. I'm going to say something that I say every single year, but I think it bears repeating. One of the things that we really emphasize in our program is that running is not just running. It's squatting and lunging and stretching and planks and working on our foot strength and box jumps and those crazy mini bands and nutrition and mental toughness and so much more. All of those things go into building a good foundation. And what we found is that good foundation of strength is proving year after year to keep us injury-free. And when injuries do arrive, we're recovering quicker and bouncing back quicker. So we did have a few injuries, but I think one of the lessons that we learn every year with injury is that sometimes rest is just as important as the workout. This year we grew as a team, not only in numbers, but also just in our team mentality. It's hard when you're in what's considered more of an individual sport. If you don't know about how cross-country works, you do get an individual score, but you also, if you have at least 5 runners, you can get a team score. And this was the first year that we had 2 scoring teams in our high school girls, our high school boys. And it was so exciting. We were able to go out to some of these huge invitationals where we run against much larger schools, some D1, D2 schools, and we were placing in the top 10, sometimes the top 5, sometimes the top 3 of these huge invitationals. And for a small school and a newer program, that's just really phenomenal. I'm so proud of you guys. We were able to take 2nd place at our Christian State Championship, and the boys just only missed 1st by 1 point. It was so close. And we did win our conference championship. So congratulations. The other area of growth that I really saw that I want to draw attention to is the way that I saw these guys caring for each other. We saw the older athletes encouraging the younger. About mid-season, we noticed that instead of acting like just a team of athletes coming out to practice, these guys behaved more like a close-knit youth group. And we saw these relationships going far beyond practice into their personal lives, and they were hanging out on the weekends. And our group meet chats became super lively and entertaining, and it was just so fun to see. A lot of times I would log in just 12 hours before a race to give my little pre-race reminders about hydration or nutrition or stretching, and only to see that someone else had already done it, someone from the team. So it just felt so good to hear them kind of regurgitating the things that we were telling them, but to also just see them encouraging each other. They are all shining examples of good sportsmanship in their pre-race huddle and prayer. They're cheering and encouragement on the course, not only to their team, but to others in other teams, inviting them into our huddle, inviting them into our prayer. Parents, you should be so proud of their Christian witness and examples that they put forth at all these meets. We are so proud of them for that. All right, now we're going to talk about some of them. First, I want to talk about our elementary team. All right, so you guys just step forward. Come stand next to me. There we go. All right. Levi's confused because he was part of that last year. They came out regulation race, but there's select races that have an open run or a fun run that they can run in. We also do a lot of 5Ks together as a team, and they ran in all of those. So they ran anywhere from 1 mile to 3.1 miles in this season, and they were ready. They were dominating. Jacob Hahn, Luke Hodgson, and Miles Hunter. All three of these made huge improvements on their times this year. They are all determined athletes. They do not give up, even to the point of heat exhaustion. All three of them, we had to pull back at times, like, take a break, buddy, take a break, take a break. We cannot wait to welcome them on as full-fledged 7th graders onto our team. They make us very excited for the future. Thank you, guys. All right, and now I'm going to talk about our junior high team. Very small but mighty. Just 2 runners, so both of you come on up here. Levi and Corinne. 1 girl and 1 boy. We actually did not have scoring teams for junior high. That's okay. That's okay. So Levi joined us this year at my request, somewhat reluctantly. He's trained with us in past years, but this is first time getting the full cross-country experience. So I'm going to speak now as coach, not mom. Okay? The growth I saw in him as an athlete and teammate this year was huge. He grew a lot in stature. He's running in kind of a whole new body, but more than that growth, his coachability and willingness to push through that wall and fight for better times, it just went through the roof. He persevered through some really tough races and came out of the season stronger and faster. He is receiving the award for most improved. He took a total of 1 minute and 24 seconds off of his early season times. He grew in strength, grit, and confidence, and we're so excited to see how he progresses in the sport of cross country. Corinne. All right. I met Corinne during basketball season last year. Well, Coach Jill and I both met her, shared a pizza, tried to convince her to join cross country, and she did. We were so thrilled at that first practice to see her amazing work ethic, and as we kept practicing with her, we just watched her grit her teeth and just really go for it. She is determined. She had a couple of competitors that she was determined she was going to beat them, and she did. And she grits her teeth and she goes for it, and she hits her goals. It's been so much fun coaching her. She's super coachable. She listens. She does not back down from a challenge. She took 2 minutes and 21 seconds off of her first official race time and went on to place in the top 10 of several races and even win a few. Corinne, you're receiving the All-Star Award for not only exemplifying excellence in athletics, but also leading the team in attitude, work ethic, respect, and follow through. All right, we're going to talk about our high school men's team now. These guys are a lot of fun to coach. Lots of energy, right guys? Yeah. I don't say that tongue in cheek at all. All right, we're going to talk about Stephen Compart. Stephen once again earns the title of Team Joy Bringer. He brings so much joy and positive energy to our team. This season, he continued to show us he loves to run fast and he can hang with the tough competition. One of the best things Coach and I talk about is we love seeing Stephen on the course come around the corner. His hair is blowing in the wind. He throws his head back a little bit. He just looks like he's just loving life and not really working that hard. His stride is easy and he always looks like he's having fun. Stephen has a bright future in cross country and we look forward to seeing him grow in strength and speed. He was also honored this year at the OVCC All-Stars. Congratulations. Levi Campbell. Come on over here, buddy. Levi is probably the most steady force on our team. He works so hard, but in a way that just kind of makes it look effortless. He is fiercely competitive, even with himself. And this season, he worked through hitting a wall and coming out stronger. He's eager to learn and improve and often asks me about things he can do outside of practice to improve his performance, his nutrition, his strength, all of those things. If you don't know me, like strategizing, like training strategies is my love language, so it makes me so excited when people ask for things they can do outside of practice. He made it his goal to run the elusive sub-19 5K this year. And he achieved it at a lightning fast 18:52. He was also named an OVCC All-Star, and I'm proud of all the work you've done this season, Levi. You should be too. Thank you. Matthew Lee, come on down. This was Matt's first year running cross country with us, and it was an awesome season. It was so exciting. I knew Matt was athletic coming in, but he really amazed us and blew us away right from the start. Not only that, but he just infused our team with energy and joy. He brought all of his amazing athletics, but he brought so much humor and lightheartedness that we definitely needed at some of those long practices. He also achieved the sub-19 5K this season with a personal record of 18 minutes 35 seconds, an over 2-minute improvement from his first meet. He's super coachable, just so fun to be around. He was also named an OVCC All-Star. Congratulations. Sam Meslow. There he is. Sam was also new to our team, and we had heard about his speed from his track coaches, but had not met him or seen him in action. He infused our summer conditioning program with a strong work ethic and a lot of fun and laughter as well. As the season progressed, Sam showed himself not only to be a very fast runner, but a strong and caring leader. He took a lot of initiative in practices and even did extra rounds of workouts just because he was done and had some time and wanted to work some more. So a super hard worker, set a great example. We came to really rely on his steadfastness in practices and at meets. He ended the season shaving off an amazing 1 minute and 48 seconds from his first meet and earning a place as an All-Star. Sam is also receiving our leadership award for modeling Christ-like leadership on our team, encouraging and serving his teammates, and doing the hard things without grumbling and complaining. He's dedicated to the sport of running and to the Lord. Congratulations. Justice Hunter. This was such an exciting season for Justice, and we were so excited to coach him this season. We saw so much growth in him, not only as a runner, but as a team leader and a mature young man. He was so laser focused and dialed in this season. He focused on the work and getting better, and his efforts were rewarded. He saw faster and faster times and better finishes, but he also modeled for our team the value of hard work and determination. We see so much potential in Justice's future, both as a runner and a team leader. He was also named an OVCC All-Star and is receiving our Endurance Award for dedication to the sport of cross country and his team, for constantly striving to improve, for overcoming obstacles with grace and tenacity, and for learning to show up for his teammates, coaches, and himself. Congratulations. Samuel Hodson. There he is. Samuel is truly one of the kindest humans you will ever meet. He is caring and thoughtful. He looks out for his teammates and his coaches. He has never left a practice or a meet without saying, "Thanks, coaches." We look forward to his signature smile complete with those dimples. Even when he's working hard and he's really trying to get that PR, he's really trying to go fast, he gets energy and strength from seeing his people spectating along the course, and it's just so fun to watch. This was his first year on our high school team, and if you don't know, incoming freshmen, they make a leap from 2 miles to 3.1, and sometimes that's a tough transition. But he came out this summer, he worked super hard, and as soon as the regular season came underway, we just started seeing his times just go down, which is exactly what we want to see. He is receiving again this year the award for Most Improved. He took a whopping 3 minutes and 18 seconds off of his first race of the season. Congratulations. Nathaniel Hahn, come on down. I can't tell you how excited I was to have Nathaniel back on our roster this year. I know last year I talked about how we watched him fall in love with the sport of cross country, but this year we really saw his competitive fire ignite. He's strong-willed in all the right ways, determined to work hard and improve he did. He took an amazing 2 minutes and 41 seconds off of his time from the first race of the season. Not only did we see him develop as a runner, but as an amazing leader. He served as one of our team captains this year. Coach Campbell and I could always rely on him to have his team warmed up and in their starting boxes and ready to go. We really came to rely on him. He's an attentive leader and models good work ethic and good character to his team. He shows great potential as a runner, and I cannot wait to see what the next 3 years will hold. Nathaniel was also named an OVCC All-Star and is receiving our Leadership Award for modeling Christ-like leadership on our team by encouraging and serving his teammates and doing the hard things without grumbling. He's dedicated to the sport and to the Lord. Congratulations. Luke Campbell. Luke is an amazing runner to watch. He is athletic and so driven. And this season, he came out and showed us that he is also very, very coachable and mature. He grew a lot in that area. He's able to take instruction, to use it and apply it to his running and improve. We saw a new competitive fire in Luke this season as well, as he chased down the sub-19 5K as well. He achieved it with an amazing 18:32, a minute 27 improvement from the beginning of the season. We also saw him this season take on the role of quiet leader and found him looking out for his teammates, thinking about safety and caring for the younger members of the team. It is a pleasure to coach you, Luke. You are receiving this year's All-Star Award. He not only exemplifies excellence in athletics, but also in leading the team in attitude, work ethic, respect, and follow through. He was also an OVCC All-Star. All right, our last fellow that we want to talk about tonight is our senior, Caleb Hodgson. I'm going to keep it together. I'm very sad that I'm not going to be able to coach Caleb anymore. It has been such a pleasure to coach you these past 2 years. Coach Jill and I have talked about it extensively. You were going to be sorely missed. He's always worked hard from the beginning, but this year we saw him grow in his confidence, strength, and leadership. He took on role of team captain as well, and though he's not super outspoken, he is a strong leader. He looks out for the team. He truly cares about their well-being and safety. So many times I looked at Coach and said, my goodness, he's going to be such an amazing dad one day. He showed us once again that he is coachable and eager to improve. He ended his high school cross-country career taking a minute and 2 seconds off of his times and fighting for every single finish. He was also named an OVCC All-Star this week. Caleb is receiving our Coaches Award. Now, I know you received this last year, but if the shoe fits, so I just want to read, our Coaches Award is for not only being dedicated to the sport of running, but also to the disciplines required both in practice and out. He led his team by consistently working hard at practice and leaving it all on the course at meets. We will miss you so much, Caleb. Okay. All right, now we're going to talk about these lovely ladies. Okay, Lydia Noble, come on over. Lydia is our team cheerleader. You will always find her at the start of every race, even the ones, not only her race, but all the other 3 races, and all along the course with cheers and words of encouragement. She greets everyone with a smile and a warm hug. And she showed us all the true meaning of team spirit at our state meet. She had some youth group plans and was not going to be able to make it. And when we had someone go out with injury, we weren't going to have a scoring team. She stepped up, canceled her plans, showed up for the team, and we ended up placing second. And we could not have done that without you, Lydia. We always can count on you to make our practices full of sunshine and life, and we look forward to seeing what you can do in the future. We're so excited. Congratulations. Kaylee Woodman. Kaylee was another new runner on our team this year, and she is full of spunk and lots of spirit. She weathered some old soccer injuries that came back to haunt her at the beginning of the season, but she showed us that she is dedicated and desires to improve by diligently doing all of her at-home exercises and working to get stronger and working through those injuries. She hit her stride mid-season, quite literally, and ended up shaving an amazing 2 minutes and 14 seconds off of her early season time. She makes a wonderful addition to our team, and we are so happy to have her. She was honored as an OVCC All-Star this week as well. Maddie Wolf. Maddie came to us this season stronger than ever, and I've said this every year I've coached Maddie. This is my third, but she is the hardest working runner I know. She really is the hardest worker. She does not shy away from a tough workout and sets a great example for her teammates with a good attitude and work ethic. She continues to improve each year and is becoming a great athlete and a strong leader. She was also honored as an OVCC All-Star this week. She is receiving our Endurance Award for dedication to the sport of cross country and her team, for constantly striving to improve, for overcoming obstacles with grace and tenacity, and for showing up for her teammates, coaches, and herself. Congratulations. Anna Watkinson. Anna's another newbie this year, and it was so fun to watch her blossom as the season progressed. I think when I first met her, I thought she might be quiet. She's not quiet. She is naturally athletic and a hard worker, which is like the perfect coaching combo. We watched her grow stronger and faster with each race. And we also watched her become more spunky and hilarious as she became more comfortable with us and kind of let her guard down. She brought a whole new level of fun to our group, and we couldn't be happier. All of her hard work paid off with her taking a huge 2 minutes and 14 seconds off of her early season time and earning our award for Most Improved, along with being an OVCC All-Star. Sarah Hollins. Sarah is an athlete that we have literally watched just grow up before our eyes. She's been with me my whole time as a coach, from junior high to now. She's always shown great work ethic, endurance, positive attitude, and leadership. Exactly. And I've just watched her grow in all of those areas as the years have gone on. She is extremely coachable and truly takes the lessons she learns and practices and applies them to her races. She's showing she can hold her own with those older girls and is rising to the occasion, getting faster and faster. Sarah also served as one of our team captains this year. She takes a lot of initiative and does a lot of leading without even being asked. She's an invaluable part of our team, and I've come to rely on her so much. In addition to being honored as an OVCC All-Star, Sarah is receiving our Leadership Award for modeling Christ-like leadership on our team by encouraging and serving her teammates and doing the hard things without complaining, being dedicated to the sport of running and to the Lord. Right. All right, I guess I'll talk about Ava. Come on. I'm only reluctant because this is another one I have to say goodbye to this year, and I'm not happy about it. Ava served as our other ladies captain, and it just is a role that just comes so naturally to her. She is just a natural leader. She takes initiative, and she works so hard. She's a disciplined and talented athlete. Her growth as a runner from the first year I coached her 3 years ago until now has just been explosive. Additionally, in the most beautiful way, she modeled being a truly competitive athlete while also letting her love for Jesus be at the forefront. I've so enjoyed all the time I've gotten to spend with you and getting to know you as an athlete and as the coach athlete, but also as a friend. I feel like this year I've gotten to see more like the friend side of Ava and gotten to know her as a young woman, and it's been such a pleasure. You'll be missed so much. She was also honored as an OVCC All-Star and is receiving our Coaches Award for not only being dedicated to the sport of running, but also the disciplines required both in practice and out, leading her team by consistently working hard at practice and leaving it all on the course at meets. Miss you so much. Just want to finish by saying a huge thank you to our athletic director, Melissa. She's somewhere in the back making all this keep moving for us. I call her the keeper of all the moving parts. We could not have had a successful season without all of her efforts. The late nights / early mornings did not go unnoticed, and so we thank you wherever you are. Family, pass on our thanks to her. And now to Coach Jill. Come on over. She's such a blessing to me and our team, and I cannot imagine how this season would have gone without you. She's a wonderful teammate to me and a trusted friend, and I just look forward to many more seasons together and many more matching outfits. Now to our 2 seniors, I truly hope that you take the lessons of tenacity and resilience you learned in cross country and apply them to your new lives as adults. May you know you always have us cheering you on, even as you venture into college and onto your new jobs. We're so proud of you, and we will miss you. All right, you'll always be part of our team. And to you, the parents, thank you for trusting us to coach and guide your kids. It's a responsibility we do not take lightly. And thank you for inviting us all to be a part of your lives. I know we all spent a lot of time together over the past 5 months. Just know you are raising such amazing human beings. They have such bright futures, not just in running, but just in life. They are such amazing examples of Christ, and you're just doing such a good job. It's just such a testimony to your home environments that you provided for them. We will miss you all, but we'll see you next season.
Good afternoon. I'm Nathaniel Hall. This is Sarah Hollins. This is Ava Noble, and this is Caleb Hogshead. We are captains of the Dominion Academy of Dayton cross-country team. This season, we've cherished the guidance and support of our amazing coaches, head coach Ms. Du, and assistant coach Mrs. Campbell. We've had an amazing season with many memorable moments and have so many people to thank for making it happen. This season was an amazing and eventful one. As the season progressed, even from the beginning, it became clear how much further all of us had come from our previous seasons. In multiple of our bigger meets, such as the Kettering Invitational and Saturday Night Lights, we were moved up a heat, so we got to race against our competition. This is an amazing accomplishment considering the huge schools we were going against. Then, we had our nationals meet. This was an extremely fun experience, and both our varsity girls and varsity boys were able to win third. The rest of the season went very well, even through fighting sickness. Eventually, all of this brought us to the end of our season with our conference and state meets. In conference, varsity girls and varsity boys won our second conference championship in a row, and in state varsity girls and boys were the runner-up. This season, we were able to accomplish so much, and this team was such an amazing group of people to accomplish all of it with.
Coach Olivia Tu has shown ceaseless devotion to our team throughout the season. She focused on helping each of us come to the best of our ability by showing care to us and giving us tips and instructions. She possesses the qualities of understanding and care for the team, qualities that we think are very important for coaches. So here's a little background about her. Mrs. Tu is a runner herself, and when she gives us tips, it's based on her own experience. She's also involved with Dayton strength and conditioning, as well as other fitness classes, yet she still found time to coach her cross-country team. She's also a mother, and as you saw, one of her own sons runs for the cross-country team. Because of her experience, she's always ready with an answer to our questions. If you're in pain, all you have to do is show her where it hurts, and she'll give you stretches and remedies to help it feel better. Coach Sue has been an enormous help to this team. Her friendly, cheerful attitude has made practices into refreshing breaks instead of removing chores. She includes everyone in her practices. She always made the rule that whenever we were running, she always made a rule to say, no one runs alone. And not only did that keep us safe, but that was also helped us everybody feel involved. Her method of management is to give the help that's specific to each member's needs. For example, she checks up on our injuries and modifies practice routines accordingly. She also keeps records of our race times, helps us improve, and pushes us to our limits to help us break our personal records. But my favorite thing about Coach 2 is that she understands us. She understands our fatigue after races. She understands that we have other sports and events in our lives. She understands difficulty running due to sickness. We had a lot of things that got in the way of our running this season, including weather. There was extreme heat, there was bad air quality, and there was sickness, injury. Whenever we weren't able to make it to practices, she sent home workouts and instructions to help us along. Things about Coach 2 that I'm sure we all appreciate are her efficiency in delegating, her feedback and encouragement, and the prayer she always helps start before races. Thank you, Mrs. 2, for being a wonderful coach.
Coach Joe Campbell is not only encouraging, but also loving, joyful, compassionate, and dedicated. She always reassured us when we felt discouraged or when we were injured. She lights up when she smiles. Another special thing about Coach Campbell is that she cares for us as if we were her own children. And that's why all the girls started calling her mom. She made sure that we had hydrated and eaten well before each race, that we had prayed before the gun went off, and reminded us that the old ladies couldn't beat us. At practices, she made sure that no runners were left behind. At each mile mark during every race, Coach Campbell was there, encouraging us to run harder and give it everything we had. Those few seconds of encouragement helped us when we were at our lowest and reminded us to try our hardest. Coach Campbell helped us to be the best runners we could be and reminded us to be joyful even after a hard race. We will never forget Coach Campbell and Coach 2, who have dedicated so much time to help us improve and do our best.
When people think of cross country, they may think that it is a boring and monotonous sport where all you do is run. However, it is so much more than that. Our cross country season has been full of laughs and incredible memories. One of the most memorable parts of our season was our weekend at Nationals in Pennsylvania. During the weekend, we made many fond memories, including swimming in the hotel pool and staying up later than we probably should have the night before a race. Another fond memory was when our coaches surprised us by taking us to a creek near where we practice in order to get over the infamous mid-season slump. We had a fun time and bonded with the team even more. This season was full of laughs. We goofed off at practice, enjoyed Coach Chu's son wearing a giant inflatable dinosaur costume at our last meet. We fought over who would survive the longest on a deserted island. We had fun on the car ride to and from Pennsylvania and so many other fond memories. This year's cross-country team was one of the best, and we will miss it very much. However, we cannot wait to continue earning more medals, trophies, and PRs next year. We will dearly miss our two seniors, Ava Noble and Caleb Hodgson. We wish you well in the next chapter of your lives. Throughout the season, each and every one of us has grown and improved, while drawing closer to each other and encouraging one another to succeed. Now, we must state that none of this would have been possible without our amazing parents and our wonderful and hardworking athletic director, Mrs. Heater. Thank you, parents, for dragging us to countless meets and practices, with some of the meets even being over an hour away. Thank you for your constant encouragement and support, cheering us on during races, and being at every possible point on the course to see us run. Even if it was only for a few seconds, those few moments of encouragement meant more to us than you can imagine. Thank you, Mrs. Heert, for going through the struggles of scheduling all the meets, including our wonderful weekend at Nationals. You truly are an amazing athletic director, and we couldn't have done any of this without you. Thank you all again for making this such a memorable season.